3-2 the count. Andujar angry with Dinkinger and wants Porter to come out. Now he's about ready to get tossed out of the game, and somebody better step in a hurry. Not only the frustration tonight, but the whole end of the season for Andujar, and Williams is getting him out of there. Whitey's gone. You can see that coming.
Landrum is up, grounded as time is called, and here we go. A little action. Somebody's out. It's Jack Clark and Whitey Herzog.
He has thrown Clark out of the game.
I'm not putting up with it, you could hear the umpire say. I don't know who did what. Clark is getting hot. Herzog wants to know why. Now he's out.
Jim Abbott, the second place hitter, Roberto Alomar. 2 strikes, called strike 3 by Joe Brinkman. Alomar was not happy. It was the first of 12 straight that Abbott retired, but it was Alomar retired for the rest of the night. Thrown out of the game by Brinkman. He goes berserk. Cito Gaston tries to defend his player. Cito gets tossed as well. The Blue Jays were up in arms in the early going.
In the home fourth, Roberto Alomar with a simple grounder back to Bill Wegman for the out. But Robbie's really heated up at home plate up. Dale Scott. He was tossed for the game. Check out why. This is called a strike by Scott. Bobby doesn't like that at all.
Nice. Roberto Alomar hitting .329, takes the Paul Quantrill pitch for strike 3. Doesn't like it. John Hirschbeck calls it. Say, hey, sit down. Then he throws him out, and oh no, he didn't. It is on. Alomar and Davy Johnson come out. Watch Robbie. He looks like he spits in Hirschbeck's face. On the replay of the called strike, looks outside to me.
Texas White Sox woke up 2 back at KC, and the Royals lost. Top 3. Robbie Alomar called out on strikes in the first and called out in the third. Yeah, he doesn't like it. Now he's throwing out by Phil Cuzzy, and well, at least Alomar didn't go Hirschbeck on him. We take a look at it using the SportsCenter strike zone, and it appears that the pitch is on the heart of the plate.
Team. He's been thrown out. He was. He's been thrown out, and Bobby Cox is gone too. That's the rule. Once there's a warning, that's what happens. Once there is a warning issued, then the pitcher goes and the manager goes too.
Maddox, just a few outs from a victory in an official game. Maddox retaliated in the 4th inning when he hit Benito Santiago. That's the guy who called that pitch that hit Dawson. Maddox and Gene Michael were kicked out of there.
Johnson's been in the Seattle doghouse for reasons like that. On the 3-0 count, he hits Julio Franco, and they eject Randy Johnson. They ejected Lou Piniella earlier. Now here's the nightmare moment.
Strikes his first time up, 2 for 9 in the series, and Lofton doesn't like it at all.
Well, Gary, before the game, Kenny Lofton talked to me about Randy Johnson. He said he does not like facing Randy Johnson because every time he faces him, Johnson throws a ball at his head.
Here we go. Both dugouts have emptied. And it's pretty serious now. Lou Piniella down there had to be moved away as he started moving in on Lofton. They're restraining, the umpire restraining Piniella, and Hargrove taking Lofton away. Count. Lofton. Oh, baby. Lofton's on his way, and here we go. Both dugout empty. The bullpens are coming in. I don't know if a warning was given. I never saw the home plate umpire turn around and point upstairs. But, man, that was chin music for the second consecutive pitch on Kenny Lofton.
Well, I guarantee you that wasn't a slider. That was a 90-plus mile-an-hour fastball.
Somebody's been thrown out. Sandy Alomar Jr. is being restrained.
That's lighter. Scoots Craig Biggio, a .317 hitter looking, but Biggio decides to argue the call. The killer bee buzzed. gone. Taco, he was replaced. Top 5, payback is a mug. Williams pitches inside on Pedro Martinez. Martinez says, oh, no, he didn't. It is on. Throws his helmet. Here come the fights. Bench is clear. Bullpens come in. Fregosi in the middle of it. This was better than Tyson Selden. It lasted longer, too. We'll tell you who got ejected shortly.
So we move to the top of the 8th. Charles Nagy's first pitch to Jose Offerman. That's in the ribs. What's up? Offerman fired up. The bench is clear. Now the Cleveland players taunted Pedro to come out, and he said Stars know when to make their entrance. After being taunted by Indian players again, Pedro says, now it's time. And then Joe Kerrigan says, don't do that, Pedro. Stay out of it. So first pitch from the first batter from Pedro to Robbie Alomar right in the tuchus. Watch Robbie thinking about it. He's going to pull a quick one on Jason Varitek. Jason Varitek is strong enough. Up to the challenge. Martinez was ejected from the game, as was manager Jimmy Williams.
But then he ate a lot of poi. Poi doesn't taste good, and look what happens. Meanwhile, here's Edmonds to left. Now this time Benny plays it well. But Darryl Kyle comes home, and Piazza thinks he tags him out. But Wally Bell says he's safe. Piazza is not going to agree.
Well, Wally Bell actually got this right. We don't really slow it down, but watch the hard slide by Darryl Kyle. Gets right in there. Good call, Wally. Mike, sorry, man. I know you're upset. I would have been too.
Nance thrown, Piazza thrown. Valentine not pleased. Oh, by the way, it's going to be 11-0 Cards after 3 innings. So if you're going to get thrown, this is a good time.
5 RBI. Top second, Mets down 4-zip. Mike Piazza, Jimmy Rollins, sweet play, and from his knees in the outfield, throws Piazza out. Watch the replay again because Piazza's not happy about this, and he's going to get thrown out for arguing and having hideously dyed blonde hair. But there's Rollins, sweet pick, and literally, he's out in left field. Bounce. All right, so maybe Piazza was safe. Doesn't matter. Says you're out, and then you're out of the game.
That in mind, the Mets did. Tied at 6, top 7 to Mike Piazza. Oswaldo Mairena rings him up outside corner. Piazza not happy with umpire Mark Wagner. Wagner comes over, says, that's enough out of you. Be quiet. Bobby V, get back in there. I've had enough. Bottom 7 now. Cliff Floyd facing Satoru Komiyama. Outside corner. Piazza says, hey, you know, this is the outside corner deal again, and Mike Piazza just blows a gasket here. He would get tossed. Bobby V's back out there again. Crew chief Ed Rapuana comes over from second and asks Wagner if you threw out Valentine in addition to Piazza. You didn't run him? All right, I'll run him. You're out of there. And here we go, Billy. Nose to nose. What are they saying here?
What'd you have for breakfast?
Oh, you got to do better now.
You got to get it in his face. You can't be doing that.
Something like that. It's a long argument. Oh, Bill to Bill. Looked like